Greetings, officers, envoys, soldiers, friends of Western Jamaica, young people, and this is Major Kellman here, Divisional Commander for Western Jamaica. And today is July the 8th. If this was December the 24th, they would say it was the night before Christmas and everything was quiet. Nobody was stirring, not even a mouse, all through the house. But this is the night before officers move, and I can assure you it is not quiet. And everybody is running around trying to finish last minute things. I know that feeling this year. I am not on that list, but I know how it is, the nervousness, the panic, because it's almost as if you are about to finish an exam. The time is up, and the invigilator say, "Time is up. Put down your pens, or you have 5 minutes left to go, and you still have so many other questions to answer in the exam." Well, um, this is what you call a bittersweet moment. And as we come to this point, I think I want to greet you is because of many setbacks for the last 2 months, and so especially over 3 weeks where we did not have any vehicles operating in DHQ. It was hard to move around the division and have the sort of meetings and interactions that we needed to have before we come to this point. But we will have them as we go forward. But I want to take this opportunity to give thanks to the team, the 2025 26 team, because every year the team changes. The team of leaders who have been serving alongside my wife and myself and the rest of the team at DHQ across the division. In 2023, the division encountered a wide sweeping officer personnel change, and then now 3 years later, we are seeing the same thing, where a number of officers are on farewell, others, some of them are going to other appointments, others are going into active retirement. People hear me saying that active retirement because these two things are the opposite. In terms of Salvation Army, you're supposed to go into retirement or you stay an active officer. But I have seen that many retired officers continue to be active in great ways. One of them actually has been Major Hyacinth Lyons, who retired several years ago. Um, but she was assisting, giving leadership on the DHQ supervision at Hado Corps, and now she has reached that point where she is moving on, but she is still active. She still have energy. She is moving around. I want to give her thanks. She has been coordinating, especially distributions of food items for Food for the Poor as a distribution point right there in Hado to a number of churches in the area, including Salvation Army churches. And so, Major, as you continue to shine your light wherever you are, especially across Westmoreland and St. Elizabeth and St. James, I pray the Lord will keep you with a sound mind. And why I say that is because you have a wealth of history and experience in the Salvation Army. You need to write a book. And a lot of contacts. Thank you, Major. Thank you. The path has been rough at some points in time, but yet you have stayed faithful. The Lord has blessed you. Well, we move over also to clothing, where we are having a change of administration with also the officer, Lieutenant Marlene Pondy-Jew, who is from Bluefields. She is transferring to Cape Mountain and Bath. Well, Major Rosemary Porter is entering into early retirement, and so headquarters have felt led to bring Bluefields and Culloden under the same leadership of Lieutenant Moise Lamour and Captain Jocelyn Lamour, who will be coming with their little daughter. We look forward to that change, and we say thank you to Major Porter, who has um, done an outstanding job and has held the fort. Held the fort, especially in colonial times. Even as she went there, her husband was promoted to glory, and she has taken on the mantle and has led the congregation there. We give you thanks, Major. Looking forward to celebrating you later this year. Then we run over to Falmouth, where Major Kay Spooner has just reached the age of retirement. She is so lively, you wouldn't think that. And she has done a magnificent job over there in Falmouth, but across the territory, but having worked in at least 8 divisions and districts. But yet now she is uh, retiring now, and she's leaving the Falmouth Corps. She'll be succeeded by the energetic, now newly commissioned Lieutenant Wislin John. And we look forward to her ministry there in Falmouth. But when we look over to Mountainside and Barbing Hall, we have uh, Lieutenant Sidoni Housen, who is a Jamaican national, originally from Port Maria Corps in eastern Jamaica. She is joining us now in the team of Mountainside and Barbie Hall. Mountainside and Barbie Hall members are eager to welcome Lieutenant Sidoni Housen and to share together in ministry with her. We wish you all the best, Lieutenant, another newly commissioned officer. Well, when we look over to, as I mentioned, Cape Mountain, where Lieutenant Marlene Pondiju is taking over, she is succeeding Lieutenant Sonel and Pradlin Philogen, who during that time have added their baby daughter Lauren to their family. They will be moving over to Top Hill, All Valley, and now to be included is Great Bay. And so they will be in that corner of St. Elizabeth where there are very strong soldiers over there in Great Bay, All Valley, and Top Hill. These are corps that we feel proud about all the time. In fact, these 3 corps were the first to make sure that they took care of their repairs after the Hurricane Melissa. And if you pass there, especially at Top Hill now, you see the officers have made sure that as they leave, the building is looking, the whole compound is looking in great shape. We wish Captains Elise and Telly Leanne, along with their daughters, Imaya and Ayana, safe travels as they leave the division and head over to Barbados to the Spikes Down and Diamond Corner Corps. And they will also have additional responsibility of being divisional youth and candidate secretaries. And these captains have worked hard for the 3 years and have established themselves as strong members and citizens of that community. They have championed the cause of the work, especially in Hurricane Beryl, and then again in Hurricane Melissa, in terms of emergency disaster, and being a part of the community in several ways. The congregation bade them farewell on this weekend, and of course, the Top Hill people, All Valley, Great Bay, they love the office, and sad to see them go, but always willing to embrace new people. As we mentioned, Great Bay used to be under Top Hill and All Valley officers, and this is going to be the case again. Envoy Glenda Wright retired and from her ministry. But it's an active retirement. She has still maintained, even as we still have not celebrated. We are after these moves now. We're looking forward to having a great celebration with her. She has been in envoy now almost over 20 years in the Salvation Army, a Great Base. She is a soldier of Top Hill, and she took on that mantle years ago. And it will be a special time for me because I started that process for her when I was at THQ, and now I am going to be with her at this end, now that she is celebrating her retirement. And we look forward in a short space of time to have a great celebration in the community of Great Bay with all the other churches and soldiers and friends with Envoy Glenda, right, who has really worked hard in that community, established herself as a great leader, woman of God, and even through sometimes aches and pains, she has done well. And we want to say the same thing, though they didn't spend 20 years, they almost barely only spent 2, but Captains Nicodem and Esther Agassi. We say farewell to you from the Montego Bay Temple Corps and the Montego Bay Basic School, and they also had the privilege of serving as Divisional Youth and Candidate Secretaries. We work together closely in the boards at DHQ. I know they have learned a lot. They have shared a lot with us. We have learned from them as well. And it has been good having them on the team, along with Major Spooner, who was the Divisional Secretary for Women's Ministry. Once again, the team is changing, but we know that the good Lord will be with us. Lieutenant Marlene Pandiju, moving over from Bluefields to Cave Mountain. She worked hard, especially after Hurricane Melissa. We thank her because she served really temporarily at Betheltown, and then she was assistant at Montego Bay, and then she finally reached her appointment at Bluefields, and some months later than she should have arrived. But yet we are happy and pleased. I want to say to our officers, especially those of you who are leaving, this is your first appointment. You will never forget the people that you have worked together with in your first appointment. You will never forget the experiences that you have made. Your first appointment is always special. For most of us now in this time, we are a bit, I would say, saddened as we reflect on the fact that due to the passing of Hurricane Melissa, we are transitioning into another field change while our buildings are still in a state of disrepair. I want to commit to you that by this time next year, all of the buildings should be back on track and back in good shape, and we will have a great time of celebration together as we see our buildings restored. And as the buildings are restored, we look forward to seeing men, women, boys, and girls coming to know Jesus Christ in a deeper way as we open our doors. So don't be discouraged while he may be transitioning and the roof has not been repaired yet, and certain things have not been done. Everything happens in God's time, and there'll be a time of celebration, even though there's a time of concern, maybe disappointment, but I assure you, with the help of God, we will rise again and we will repair. Seeing some things that have happened in recent time, like the work that is being done on Car Core, which is completely renovated now, it gives us great encouragement. Also gives us encouragement as we see that Barbary Hall, Fern, and Top Hill Great Bay, All Valley, the mountainside, work is going on. And it gives us encouragement that others will come into play as well. Help is on the way. Soldiers, friends, officers, everybody. Help is on the way. And I just encourage you to stay faithful. Well, as we make this turn into our new officer year, as we get into move time, I want to launch this Back to Battle campaign. I will share more about it, but I just want to let you know on the eve of Move Day that we will launch into our Back to Battle campaign, which we hope to conclude next year with a great celebration. But in the meantime, give thanks for the officers who have served, those who are going into retirement, and those who are going into other appointments, along with their children. We pray the Lord will bless and protect them. There's a lot of work to be done, but we look forward to the help of God. We look forward to the blessing of God, the power of God, all because of the love of God and the faithfulness of God, as well as the grace of God and the mercy of God. The best is yet to come. We welcome also in our midst, coming from Barbados, the new officers from Montego Bay Temple and the new Divisional Youth and Candidate Secretaries, Captains Peter and Kathy-Ann Humphrey, who are coming along with their two young sons. I believe one is called Zai and the other one is called Peter Jr. And we look forward to their ministry right here in Montego Bay and across the division. So, my dear friends, God is with us. In the morning, when joy bells time and everything is going great. And in the evening, when lights are low, our God is with us everywhere that we go. And my officers, thank you for your ministry. And for those who are coming in, welcome. We look forward to serving with you, knowing that we have been holding the fort. And now that you have come, we are looking forward to working together with you in one team. As you love the people, especially in Jamaica, there'll be some great soldiers, faithful soldiers, and loving soldiers, worshiping soldiers, and giving soldiers. And we thank God for all of them. And to the soldiers, we commit ourselves to the leadership and support and great spiritual discipline, spiritual motivation and inspiration as we look to God, who is the author and finisher of our faith. Without Him, we can do nothing. So we trust in Him. God be with you. I speak on behalf of my wife, the DDWM, Major Priscilla Kellman, and of course, Divisional Secretary, Major Persia Antoine. Let us continue going forward, knowing that best is yet to come, victory is ahead. We have come this far by faith, leaning on the Lord. And as He has been faithful to us in the beginning and at this point, He'll be faithful to complete the work that needs to be done in our division. May God bless you individually and collectively all across this Western Jamaica division.